Okay, good afternoon, children. In the last class, we had discussed about the nomenclature of organic compounds, right? Nomenclature of organic compounds. So we learned that there are two types of names, common name and IUPAC name. In the case of common name, it is naming alkyl group followed by the name of halide. And in the case of IUPAC name, halo substituted hydrocarbons. That's the step to follow while writing their names. Okay, so we can do one more example for the IUPAC naming of this compounds. Yes. Just write down the structure and name. Can you tell me? Adul, can you tell me the name?
2-bromopropane.
Yes, 2-bromopropane. Okay, then next one. Try this one. Yes. Dia, can you tell me? Yeah, here chloro group also a substituent. Then two methyl groups are there. Which one will be right first?
2.
Yeah, 2. How can we number this? How can we number? We can start from here, right? 1, it's 2, 3. Because this chlorine, it's a substituent halogen. It should be get the least number. So we can start here from 1, 2, 3. Okay? 1, 2, 3. Then tell me the number.
1 chloro.
Yeah, 1 chloro. Then
Propane.
Then what about these two groups? These are also substituents. So 1 chloro. Then this is the main chain, right? So these two are considered as substituents. 1 chloro, 2 dimethyl propane. Okay. Here, this one is considered as the parent chain. This one is substituent. These two are also substituents. So when there are methyl groups and halogens as substituents, you should write halo groups, halogens first. After that, you can follow alkyl groups. Okay. This is clear?
Ma'am,
Yeah.
why are we writing 1 chloro 2?
Here the position of this carbon is 2, right? So to represent the position of these two alkyl groups, the CH3 group and CH3 group, we will write 2, 2. There are two substituents, right? So just show the position of these two substituents. We will write 2, 2. Then two methyl groups. So dimethyl. Then the parent chain, it is propane. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then another example. CH3, CH, CH3, CH2, Cl. Yes. Achut, can you tell me? Unmute.
One
Yeah, one.
fluoro,
One chloro.
two
Hmm.
methyl,
Yeah. Two methyl.
propane.
Yes. Two methyl propane. One chloro, two methyl propane. And you have to note one point. In the case of benzene or aromatic compounds, both the common name and chemical name is same. Okay. In the case of benzene, both are same. So we will write the name of halogen first. It is followed by benzene. Okay. That means halo substituted benzene. We can write one example. Name this compound. First write the name of halogen, then benzene.
Ma'am, I did not understand the point.
Yeah, Chut?
Ma'am, I did not understand this point.
In the case, we have learned about two types of names in the case of aliphatic hydrocarbon, right? Common name and IUPAC name, right? In the case of benzene, only one name, both are same. Common name and IUPAC name, both are same. Okay, is this clear? Yes. So in its name, you should write the name of halogen first. It is followed by benzene. So what about its name?
Bromobenzene.
Yeah, that's it. Bromobenzene. 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 Have we completed this one?
Ma'am, but what is halo substituted benzene?
which halogen is substituted there. Okay, here bromine is there, so bromo, that's it. Instead of this halo substituted, we will write bromo. If it is chlorine, it is chloro. If it is iodine, it is iodo. It is substituted, right? Instead of hydrogen, we will write this halogen. That's why halo substituted. Okay, finish, right? Okay, then one more thing to note. In the structure of this benzene, you know that there are 6 carbon atoms, right? And alternate double bond positions. Okay. These 2 positions, when you think there is one substituent here, it is represented as R, and these 2 positions are considered as ortho positions. Okay, ortho, and we will write O. If there are 2 substituents in these 2 positions, it is known as ortho, and it will represented as O. And these 2 opposite positions, it is known as para. 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 Then we will write P. And these 2 are known as meta. M. Meta M. This is clear? So while writing the common name, we will use this ortho parameter. Then in IUPAC name, we will use numbers. 1, 2, then 1, 3. Where the substituents are there, we will write according to its number. Okay, then you can just name this compound. Tell me the IUPAC name. IUPAC name. You can number the each carbon.
One, three.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Yes, 1, 3. The substituent should obtain the least numbers. There are 2 ways to number this carbon chain, right? From left also, we can write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it is 1, 5. But you should strictly follow that the substituent should get the least numbers. Okay. So what about its name?
Brom.
Yes. 1, 1, 3, dibromo benzene, right? 1, 3, dibromo benzene. And what is this position? Meta position, right? So it is also known as meta dibromo benzene. Meta dibromo benzene. So compared to the first position, there is one substituent in third position. That is known as meta dibromo benzene. Okay, this is clear? Yes. Then one more. Yeah.
Why are we not considering the position of the other one?
Not clear, Gauri? Once again.
Why are we not considering the position of other bromine group?
Other?
Bromine group.
We are using first position comparing with other positions. Okay. This one is a constant and we are comparing other positions with this one. That's it. This is clear now? Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then one more. Yes, this one. IUPAC name. Emmanuel, can you tell me?
One, three,
Yeah,
five,
1, 3. Then
five.
1, 3, 5. Okay, 1, 3, 5. Then
Tribromo.
very good. Tribromo benzene. Okay, then we should write 2 more points about this nomenclature. First one, dihaloalkenes. Okay, dihaloalkenes, that means alkanes with 2 halogens. Dihaloalkenes having same type of halogen atom are named as alkylidene or alkyline dihalides. Okay, dihaloalkanes having same type of halogen atom. That means if chlorine is present in both carbon atoms, they are known as alkylidene or alkyline dihalides. Then both these halogens are present on same carbon atom. Both halogens are present on same carbon atom. They are known as geminal halides. Geminal halides or gem dihalides. Gem dihalides. Like this, CH3, C, and CH3. Here it is Cl, here also Cl. The same halogen is present on same carbon atom. It is known as geminal halide or gem dihalide. Okay. Then halogen atoms are present on different carbon. Halogen atoms are present on that means adjacent carbon atom. It is known as vicinal halides or vis dihalides. Okay, vicinal halides or bis dihalides. Dihaloalkanes having same type of halogen atom are named as alkylidene or alkyline dihalides. Then both halogens are present on same carbon atom. It is known as geminal halides or gem dihalides. Then halogen atoms are present on adjacent carbon atom. They are vicinal halides or vis dihalides. Just like this, CH2, Cl, CH2, Cl. This is an example for vicinal dihalide. Here the halogen atom is present on adjacent carbon atoms. This is clear? This is clear, children? Tell me yes or no.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, okay. So there are two types, geminal halides or gem dihalides and vicinal halides or vis dihalides. That's about the nomenclature. Then I will give you certain structures. Then you should name these compounds for the next class. Okay. And there are more questions here in the textbook. You have to practice all these questions according to your time. Page number 292. 292, then 293. There are certain questions. Okay, we can just practice this example 10.2 also. Okay, can you able to name this compound? If such a question is given for you, you can convert it into straight chain. Okay. So you can write starting from CH3. Then one CH group is there. Double bond is there. Then again CH. Then CH. CH3. Sorry. CH3. Br. This is the straight form of this same question. And also some type of questions like this. Br. Okay. Here you have to remember each point there is one carbon atom. Okay. CH2, CH2, CH2. Then you can convert it into the form of a straight chain. Then you can name it.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
sometimes without CH3 and all they will give me.
Yeah, only some joins there, right? Yeah, you can write there CH2. Clear? Instead of that joins, you can write CH2. So can you tell me which word is used to denote double bonds instead of alkane? Here there is one double bond, right? Double bond, it is represented as ENE. ENE, it's double bond. Then YNE for triple bond. ANE, single bond. The parent carbon should ends with this. Okay. Single bond, it is ANE, then double bond ENE, triple bond YNE. So now you can tell me the name of this compound CH3, CH double bond CH, CH, CH3Br. Yes. You can start the number from here, right? And you have to also remember one more point. You have to consider the longest chain as parent chain. Okay, longest carbon chain as parent chain. So can you tell me which is the parent chain here? How many carbon atoms are there? Yes, tell me. Aditya, how many carbon atoms are there?
5 carbon atom.
Very good, 5. I think you say 4. What do you corrected it? It's starting from here. Okay, 1, then 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in the second position, there is bromine, right? So 2 bromo, then 5 carbon atoms. So pent, right? Pent. Then you should note the position of double bond. Where is double bond here? Double bond.
3.
Yeah. One more thing. Sorry, children. In the case of this double bond, you have to give priority to double bond. Sorry, the numbering is not like this. Just wait, just wait. Okay. Here we have two choices to number from left to right or right to left. But if the double bond is there, you should give priority to double bond. That means least number should be given to double bond. So we can number from here. 3, 4, 5. Okay. So note the point. Double bond or triple bond. Has more priority. Compared to halogens. So the name 4 bromo, then pent. This 2, right? Pent 2 ene. That's the name. 4 bromo, pent 2 ene. This is clear? Then we can do one more example. Okay, just try this one. First convert it into the form of straight chain, then number it according to priority. Emmanuel, let's do it. Yes. What about its name? Shivani, can you tell me? Shivani. All of you switch on your videos. Sania, can you tell me the name? Unmute. The numbering start from left or right?
Left.
Very good. Left. So 1, 2, 3. Then tell me the name.
3 bromo.
Yeah, 3 bromo. Then 3 bromo.
2 butene.
Yes, 2 methyl. Then 'how many carbon atoms are there in the parent chain?
Butene. 4.
It's 3, right? Parent chain. These 2 are substituents. Okay, so 3. So prop.
P.
Then the position of double bond. It is in first carbon, right? 1 ene. Okay. 3 bromo, 2 methyl, prop 1 ene. Is this clear? Okay, then you should practice the questions. Example 10.1 and 10.2. Okay, according to your time. Yeah.
Ma'am, in the textbook, the answer is Butane.
Gauri, I can't hear you properly. Once again. Yes.
Ma'am, in the textbook, the answer instead of propane it is butane.
Can you send me in the chat box? Which one? 8. Didn't get it. This is not second one. This is sixth one. Sixth one. Okay, all are similar in structure, right? This is sixth one. Okay, Gauri. Gauri.
Yes, ma'am.
All of you switch on your videos. Nature of carbon halogen bond. Nature of carbon halogen bonds. Okay, compared to this carbon, this halogen groups, they are more electronegative in nature. Okay, halogen atoms are more electronegative than carbon. And this carbon halogen bond, it is polarized due to this electronegative nature of halogens. Okay, it is polarized. Polarized means this carbon and halogen, they will get a partial charge. Okay, this halogen is more electronegative, so it will get a partial negative charge, and this carbon is getting a partial positive charge. Okay, halogen atoms, they are more electronegative than carbon. Electronegative means they have more capacity to accept electrons compared to carbon. So due to this electronegativity, this carbon halogen, X stands for halogens. Okay, X for halogens, carbon halogen bond, it is polarized. So they will get a partial positive charge and partial negative charge. Carbon atom, here say partial positive charge and halogens a partial negative charge. So the bond between these two, they are polarized in nature. Polarized means they will get a partial positive and partial negative charge. And when we are comparing the reactivity of this halogens, okay, reactivity of halogens, the size of halogen atom increases down a group, right? From fluorine to fluorine, as we go down the group in the case of halogens, this size of halogen atom increases, because in each period each shell will be added, right? So their size will also increases. So consequently, the carbon halogen bond length between this carbon and halogen, it also increases as we go down a group. So you can note the point. Have you completed this one? Finished?
Yes,
These
ma'am.
3 points? Yes, okay. Then we write as we go down in a group in the periodic table. Here it's in the case of halogens, okay? Size of atom increases. Size of an atom increases. Therefore, the bond length also increases from fluorine to iodine. This is the order in the group: fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine. So the iodine has the largest atom compared to these halogens. Then the bond enthalpy and the dipole moment, they are inversely proportional to bond length. That means when bond length increases, bond enthalpy and this dipole moment, they decreases. So you can also write bond enthalpy, that means the bond energy required for the formation or breaking of bond. Bond enthalpy and dipole moment decreases down a group. Okay. So the nature of carbon halogen bond, it is polarized in nature. This polarization, it is due to the more electronegative nature of halogen. So they bear a partial positive charge on carbon and partial negative charge on halogen. That's it. This is clear? Finish, right? Okay, then we can discuss the preparation methods of this haloalkanes in the next class. There is one more class today, right? Yes, okay. So we can discuss the remaining things in the next class. Okay, children, then thank you. See you in the next class. Bye.